Women's college basketball is almost back, and the first week promises exciting matchups and storylines that could set the tone for the entire season. Some of the biggest headlines come from key player moves. Olivia Miles heads from Notre Dame to TCU, Latson joins South Carolina from Florida State, and MiLaysia Fulwiley moves from South Carolina to LSU. These changes alone create intrigue, but there's also plenty of early season action with March-style flair, featuring mid-major statement games and top 25 showdowns. The week kicks off with a high-profile clash in Paris as Duke faces Baylor. The Blue Devils, led by senior guard Ashlon Jackson and sophomore forward Toby Fournier, aim to build on a near Final Four run last season. Baylor reloaded its backcourt with transfers Talia Scott and Yuding Deng, and Duke's tough defense will provide a stern opening day test. Creighton meets South Dakota State in a matchup that could define mid-major momentum. The Jackrabbits return 3 of their top 4 scorers from a strong NCAA tournament season, while Creighton adjusts to life without 2 historic scorers. A win here could catapult South Dakota State into the top 25 conversation. NC State squares off with Tennessee in a rematch of last year's Sweet 16 thriller. Both programs have lost key first-round draft picks to the WNBA, but Tennessee relies on Talia Cooper, while NC State leans on Zoe Brooks and transfer Camille Pierre to fill the gaps. Expect fast rotations and plenty of high-energy basketball. UConn faces Louisville, and all eyes are on phenom Sarah Strong. She shattered freshman scoring records last season and continues to be a force alongside Azzi Fudd, KK Arnold, and the newly arrived Sarah Williams. Louisville will look to guard Tajiana Roberts to provide early resistance. Texas meets Richmond in a clash that already looks like an NCAA tournament preview. Madison Booker and Rori Harmon return for the Longhorns, while Richmond counters with sharpshooters Maggie Doogan and Rachel Ullstrom. Transfers like Tiara Simon add intrigue to an already competitive matchup. Other games to keep on the radar include Vanderbilt vs. California, South Carolina's debut with Latson against Grand Canyon, UCLA hosting San Diego State, LSU facing Houston Christian with Fulwiley in action, and TCU welcoming Miles in their first game of the season. Michigan, USC, and UConn all have matchups later in the week that could signal early power shifts in the rankings. This opening week is more than just getting started, it's a chance to see rising stars, new transfers, and veteran leaders set the tone. Every game has potential storylines that will carry through the season, and these early contests are already shaping up to be must-watch basketball.